Welcome. I am Miles. I'm a volunteer genealogist at the Phoenix Irish Cultural Center's McClelland Library. This presentation is a tutorial on the use of the Ask About Ireland Griffith Valuation website. This website is free to search and download records. You can access this from the McClelland Library or from a home computer with a browser and an internet connection. Griffith's Valuation was an 1847 to 1864 project to survey Irish land for tax valuation purposes. It has since become a good census substitute. Working through a search example is the best way to understand Griffith's Valuation. First, let's select an individual to study. From the irishgenealogy.ie church records collection, we have a marriage record for Daniel Shea of Rossmore townland in County Kerry, who married Honora Leary in the Sneem Roman Catholic parish in 1860. The RC in the record title tells us that Sneem is a Roman Catholic parish. To search for Daniel Shea in Griffith's Valuation, you first need to determine the civil parish. Using the Roman Catholic parish map from a new genealogical atlas of Ireland, we find Sneem parish at location number 38. Next, looking at the civil parish map in the atlas, we find that the Sneem Roman Catholic parish is in the Kilcrohane civil parish. Civil parishes were created by the government and are different from church parishes. However, the names are sometimes the same, and the boundaries can be overlapping or different. Another way to determine civil parishes would be to search for Rossmore townland on the Irish Times Ancestors website. Now we can proceed to the Griffith's Valuation homepage at Ask About Ireland. The toolbar below the Griffith's Valuation logo provides tabs to select various search options, as well as tabs that link to guidelines and information about the website and the valuation. The family name search option permits you to search on a specific individual or family in a specified location. The place name search allows you to search on a specific place and find the names of all the resident individual occupiers and their landlords. The name book search takes you to a page in a book that describes a specific townland. As part of the Griffith's Valuation, surveyors were charged with determining a suitable English spelling for each place, as well as other significant details about locations. Also, correspondence concerning locations written during the survey was included in the name books. Prior to using this website, it would be advisable to become familiar with the information included under the tabs labeled Search Tips, About GV Maps, and Read More. Let's start with a family name search for Daniel Shea. The initial search produced 31 entries for Daniel Shea in Kilcrohane parish. In order to narrow this down, let's try a place name search. We can enter the townland and then use the pull-down menus to select the county, barony, union, and/or civil parish on the place name search menu. However, it is usually not necessary to select the barony or union unless the civil parish is not known. If the spelling of the place name does not match the spelling used during the valuation, the search will fail. If necessary, valuation townland spelling can be verified using the irishtimes.ie place name search. On irishtimes.ie, go to the appropriate civil parish webpage and review the list of townlands. We will cover this in more detail in another tutorial. Searching on Rossmore in Kilcrohane Civil Parish, we find two entries for Rossmore Island. The first entry does not contain a listing for Daniel Shea, so let's try the second one. Clicking on Occupants produces a listing of the 68 occupants of Rossmore Island. A sample of them is shown here. In the sample there are 3 listings for Daniel Shea. This could be for separate individuals, or Daniel could occupy more than one parcel. A Jeremiah Leary is a neighbor, and since Daniel married Honora Leary, this could be a relation of hers. Next, select Details for Daniel Shea. We find that in 1852 this Daniel Shea was a tenant on Lot 15 on Rossmore Island in the Kenmare River. Daniel's landlord is Ann Calley. Under the location heading, you can see the county was Kerry, the barony was Dunkerin South, the union is called Kenmare, the parish Kilcrohane, the townland was all the islands in the Kenmare River, and the place name for the specific place was Rossmore Island. Down below under publications details you can see that this record was printed in 1852 and the map reference 15 means that Daniel was on lot 15. Returning to the results page, we next select Original Page. Here is a page from the original record for Rossmore Island. The columns from left to right include: column 1 is the references to the maps, the lot numbers on the maps. Column 2 is the occupiers or tenants of each of the lots. Column 3 is the leaser or the landlord over those lots. Column 4 is a description of the tenement, which could include house, land, and office, where office implies another structure other than a house. The next column is area, and it's given in acres, rods, and purchase. And the last 3 columns are the land, buildings, and the total value of the land in pounds, shillings, and pence. As we see in the occupiers column, there are multiple entries for Daniel Shea, both junior and senior. It is likely that these are father and son, since the reports show both of them with houses on lot 15 on Rossmore Island. See the arrows. It is not possible to definitely determine which one of these is the Daniel we are searching for, but likely it was Daniel Jr., as the survey was taken in 1852 and he was married in 1860. This will need to be proven. In addition to their houses on lot 15, the 2 Daniels are leasing land on lots 12, 13, and 19, along with Jeremiah and Daniel Leary, possible relatives by marriage. Any possible relationship with these gentlemen will need to be verified using other records. Next, let's review the Griffiths maps. Returning to the results page, select Map Views. Somewhere within that rectangle will be Rossmore Island. We need to zoom in and search for it. Here we see Lot 15 on a historic ordnance survey map of Rossmore Island, which was the home lot for both Daniel Shea, Jr. and Sr. Daniel Shea, along with 22 others, was also shown as an occupier on Lot 19, which was further subdivided into smaller lots. By moving the slider in the upper right corner to the left, we see a modern map. Using this map, it would be possible to find and visit the home site of Daniel Shea. Rossmore Island can be reached off the N70 highway, the Ring of Kerry, just east of the town of Tehillah. Clicking on the Satellite Select tab in the upper right corner, this brings us to a current satellite view of the island. Unfortunately, the quality of the satellite view here is poor. The quality of satellite views is excellent in many locations in Ireland, and often we can zoom in and see homes, farms, and even ruins of structures clearly. The inset in the upper left corner shows a clearer view of what appears to be a house and other structures located on Lot 19 in the southwest corner of the island. In this detailed satellite view, you can still make out the lot lines that were shown on the original 19th century Ordnance Survey map. Not much has changed in 163 years. To get a more detailed view of the island, we can use the Street View function of Google Maps. To access Google Maps Street View, search on google.com in your browser. Then select Google Maps. In the Google Maps search box located in the upper left corner, type in your area of interest. In this case, Rossmore Island, Kerry, Ireland. This takes you to the contemporary map of the island. Next, left-click on the Earth box in the lower left corner of the screen. This brings you to the satellite view seen earlier. First, left-click and hold the cursor on the small orange figure in the lower right corner of the window. Then, holding the left-click down, drag the orange figure to the area of interest. Release the left-click hold and the street view will appear. You can now rotate the photo view by holding down the left click and moving the cursor around the screen. You can also move ahead by left-clicking without holding in the direction you want to proceed. Here we see the turn to Rossmore Island from Highway N70 on the Ring of Kerry. By continually left-clicking the mouse on the road to Rossmore, we can virtually take a trip around a good part of the island. While crossing the bridge to the island, off in the distance we can see Lot 15, the location of the houses of the Shea and Leary families. This concludes the tutorial on the askaboutireland.ie Griffith's Valuation website. The best way to learn how to fully utilize this resource is to spend time doing simple sample searches until you are comfortable with the site and all of its contents, functions, and options. Make sure to read the more detailed descriptive information and tips included on the askaboutireland.ie Griffith's Valuation homepage. If you have any questions or wish to discuss this website further, please contact the McClelland Library Genealogy Center. Thank you. Thank you. Please visit us soon at the McClelland Library.